Hey, what up, dudes? I went to SCHEELS today, and I got a bunch of stuff. Spent, after my veteran discount, $215, which is a lot, but I got some stuff for me, and I got a bunch of stuff for the kiddo, because my tackle box is pretty much full, but his is a little lacking. So we're going to do a little SCHEELS reveals. So let's go ahead and get into it. Like and subscribe if you like fishing. Okay, so yeah, we're not fishing today. I wanted to go fishing, but the last 2 days it's been 48 degrees out, and I fished for 6 hours, and I didn't catch anything the day before yesterday and yesterday. So I decided, since today is also going to be 48 degrees outside, I'm not going to go anywhere, and I got paid, so I just decided to go ahead and go to SCHEELS. So I have, for those that didn't know, and I'm obviously going to be doing some housework today, so don't judge the mess of a house real quick. But really quick, like, I've had this bait caster for 4 or 5 years. It's missing the knob right there. I don't know if I could just get the knob or not, but I don't even know if this thing's any good. Piss of fun. I don't even know where I got it from, but anyway, the rod tip on this rod is broken, and I didn't know that until I took it out this year. But I have this Escalade HD graphite rod with no reel. It is a, I want to say 7.2, 7.4 rod, something like that. I'm not too sure how excited I am to get into bait casting, but I got the white and black reel. They didn't have like a graphite colored reel, unfortunately, but I think this one will match pretty nicely. And then, per you guys' recommendation on the previous video where I asked about braid, I'm going to try braid on the bait caster just because I think that's probably better. But 10-pound and white as well, so it just kind of matches. This specific braid brand came in like 50 different colors, so I just picked out the one that I thought matched this the best. But so yeah, so there's that. Abu Garcia Max Pro. Here, let me get the receipt. I'll tell you how much all this stuff was. The rod, or the reel, sorry, was $47. It was on sale. It was very cheap for bait casters. Sorry, apologize. That reel was actually $52.24 after tax with a 5% military discount. So that's that. Next, we've got the line, Ghost line. 150 yards. This was $13.67 after the 5% military discount. I'm not going to say that every time. I'm just going to let you guys know that I got that on everything. So that was 13 bucks. So we're going to put this together in a minute and put it on the graphite rod, and then maybe go out in the yard and see if I get a bird's nest on the first cast or not. Also, I actually hooked up on a lure the other day that had braid on it, and I tried to use my pliers, the blade on the pliers, to cut the braid, and I couldn't. So I was like, there's got to be something specifically for cutting braid, and I was like, oh, well, duh, scissors. So I found some Rapala scissors, which I have the Rapala scale and the Rapala lipper pliers, so might as well have the Rapala scissors too. Serrated cutting edge, designed for braided line. So, oh yeah, it does actually have like a serrated edge there. I don't know if you guys can actually see that or not, but so yeah, so there's that. As far as other things for me that I got, because most of this stuff is for Rowan, but I'll show you what it is anyway. So I was walking through the store, and the guy stocking the shelf was like, this stuff just got in stock. He's filling it up on the shelf. There was like 10 different colors, and he said this is what just won the pro bass tournament, this specific minnow bait thing. Apparently they have some sort of scent rapid release slime, disperses scent the moment it hits the water, long-term scent dispersion. Science-backed taste profile. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This was like $11, but they look kind of weird. There's only 5 of them in there. But if I was a fish, man, that is a shad and a half right there. You know what I'm saying? So, might try that out. I'm not 100% sure how to fish these other than just to hook the nose of them. So, I did get some swim bait hooks. I got these ones, and well, that's weird. I swore I got another type as well, but I don't see them anywhere. Interesting. Yeah, I swore I got another type. But yeah, what I'm assuming is you screw it on to that thing, and then you hook it like you would like a Texas rig or something like that. So, yeah. I'm going to be trying that out. This is a very fancy packaging though, but he said they won bass tournament stuff, so you know we're going to give it a try. So these hooks right here were $4.74, and the Minnow Lab is $11.39, so about 15 bucks for both of those. So that's definitely for me. Next, I grabbed this out of a little discount drawer thing. I think it was like a couple dollars or something, but it's just a lipless crankbait that looks pretty interesting. I like the way that this thing looks, actually. So he's pretty cool. Might give that a try. Slackjaw. He's got some rattles in him too, I think. Yeah, got some rattly going on in there. Next, and probably I think the last thing for me, because the rest of this is all for Bubba, is one of these two. I haven't decided which one I want yet, but we love Whopper Ploppers, me and my son. But I got the Berkeley version this time. I usually get the actual Whopper Plopper version, but this is the Berkeley version, the 90 and 95 series. The top one is, you know, white and really cool, and the bottom one is like frog colored. We have a lot of frogs in the ponds that we fish, so yeah, I'm gonna let him choose which one he wants out of those two and pick the one that he doesn't. So that was the main thing when I asked him this morning, hey bud, if I go to the bait and tackle shop, like, what do you want? And he said one of them big Whopper Ploppers. I was like, okay, I got you. We also do a lot of little creek fishing and stuff, and like catching panfish. So we're gonna try these little dudes out for him. So we got these little guys. These were like $2, I think, something. And then last night when me and him went to the creek, we were catching a lot of bluegill on these little tiny rooster tails. So I picked up a couple of these little tiny rooster tails. SCHEELS brand, I guess. These were $2.37. These were also $2.37. Just getting him some more beetle spins because he likes the white one, and I don't blame him because the white one always catching something. This is like a small buzzbait, little 1/8 ounce buzzbait, and I got a giant buzzbait on my rod yesterday I was messing around with. If you watched, I can't remember if I left it in the end of the last video or not, but I recorded a segment of me just blasting this buzzbait, and yeah, I took it to the river with us last night and let him listen to it, and he's like, I gotta have me one of those. So I got him like a smaller version of one, same as a spinnerbait too. He really likes he likes all the things that I've been using, so I'm just getting him. I necessarily probably
in the front yard.
Jesus, I probably don't necessarily need to get him the smaller version ones, but I just did, just so they fit in his. He got a little tiny tackle box. Also, ever since my dad has told him that he used to catch a ton of fish on a jig with a red eye and a black head, we were looking on SCHEELS website this morning, and he's seen these, and he was like, I have to have those. So I got these little split tail minnows to go along with those, and he can also, you know, attach a spinner blade to that from his like beetle spin kits or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty cool stuff, man. That's the haul. Like I said, 215 bucks. Oh yeah, I also got me some Crocs. I've been wanting some like water shoes, but I wear a size 14, which this was the only size 14 that they had. They had like 7,000 colors of Crocs, but this is the only color that they had 14 in. And so, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of like the spiky bottom thing, but I'm assuming that won't last long, and maybe it just takes some getting used to. I don't know. I've never wore Crocs before, but yeah, I always end up getting my feet wet in my socks and shoes, or just from sweating. So hopefully these will last standing on them all day. I don't really know, but they were $30 or something like that. So yeah, got them just to try it. My son wears Crocs all the time, so I figured if he could do it, I could do it. Oh, there goes my tape measure. All right, well, let's go ahead and hook up this. I'm gonna get all this stuff out of the way and see if we can't take out this guy right here, bait caster, and see what's up with it. Out, we got the braid out. We got to get this thing out, which seems like a task for the new scissors, maybe. I end up tearing up these scissors already. Get it out of there. How do you open this stupid thing? It's almost 100% thief proof, apparently. I don't know if there's anything behind this. Let me have it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright, so there she is. What we got in the destructions? Wow, just a whole entire... My God, I didn't realize there's like this many freaking parts involved in this thing. That's crazy. Alright, don't care. Okay, let's attach her onto the old graphite rod here. See how she looks. Oops. Whee! Okay. This is also a 711. I actually looked up recommendations on the best like gear ratio for like a beginner baitcaster dude, and they said 711 is the required, or not required, but the recommended dealio. So now we get to do the fun part, rigging this thing up. I'm not 1,000% sure the best way to wrap this thing on here or whatever, but all I've ever done whenever I go to put new line on a reel is I just wrap it around and tie it with a regular ass knot, dude. I keep seeing all these videos of people doing crazy knots to tie their line on, and I don't know. I just tie it on like with a regular ass knot. I wonder if that's what these are for. Little hole. Maybe this little hole will help a brother out here. Okay, that worked. A little better than I thought it was going to. Okay, I'm going to snip off the excess. Okay, now we're going to... Oh, you know what I didn't do, like a dummy, is I didn't run it through my pole. That's fine though. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, now time to get a little creative. Hey, check this out. I just bought these Crocs. Bruh, check this out. Oh, hell yeah. Well, hell yeah. And it goes on and on and on. don't know how much is enough. Okay, that seems good enough for me.
Motion detected in the front yard.
That seems good enough for me, Pop. Okay, we're gonna snip. Remove the crock support. I swear, dude, this Amazon cameras are like a blessing and a curse at the same time. They need to get smarter so they can detect squirrels. Okay, well, let's see how bad this part goes. I imagine I need to like turn the brake all the way up, maybe. Also, I don't know which direction is all the way up on the side brake over there. There are no numbers. Okay, that seems tight enough. I just want to get it tight enough to where I can actually like run this line through without having any burr up issues. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might just tie just a jig on just to go out in the yard and play with it a little bit. Just redid my tackle box last night. What we got here? We got the, hold the camera up here. Rooster tails, beetle spins, 1/8 inch, 1/8 ounce weights, 3/0 EWGs, drop shot hooks, drop shot weights, top water. It's my frogs, my hula poppers, whopper ploppers, jerk baits, 1 crankbait. I have a bunch of crankbaits, but I only like this one. And 2 little swim baits, spinner baits, jigs, chatterbaits. So that's the rundown. Alright, so we're gonna tie this guy on just to mess around outside since it's weedless and hopefully it won't get destroyed by trees and stuff like that out in the front yard. Polymer knots might actually be easier with braid just because I don't have to, because previous with mono, like you can't fit this through the freaking hole. You have to go in one and out the other. So let's just see how this goes. Okay, so I usually do this. Oh, hold on, let me get all the way up there. Make sure I always have enough room. Okay, so we're gonna go cross it through the hole, make a loop here, pull this dude through the loop, like so. Jungle Bob's out of there. Okay. Saliva. Okay, there we go. That should not come off, according to the internet. W polymer knot. I've always done a fisherman's knot, dude. It wasn't until this year that I started to learn polymer knot. Hey, and those scissors work pretty good for cutting that. Nice. So, we're going to, let's see here, this thing has a, this rod has a little hook holder down here. So, let's go test her out in the front yard and see how many casts I can make before I get backlash. So, from what I've learned over a few videos here of a few quick YouTube searches, this is the magnetic tension rod that we want to keep at 0. This is the actual tension knob we want to control, and this is our drag. So the star-shaped thingy is our drag. So there we go. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna tighten this all the way. Reel it up. Press the button. Release this thing down a little bit until the reel starts to move. Oh. Okay. Dang, that seems like... Okay. Okay, need to loosen it up just a little bit more. Right there, maybe. Okay. So now, try the flicky. Oh. Flicky didn't do anything. I want to make sure that this, because this says max, so I'm assuming this is minimum. So I'm assuming, yeah, that doesn't actually do anything at all right now because my tension knob's so tight. Let's just try a simple cast here. Okay. Wasn't too bad. Left hand sidearm. Okay. Man, this feels so much more comfortable than a spinner rod. Okay. That drop is a little faster. Wonder if that's what we need to. Oh, there we go. Maybe I need to just get better at fishing before I try to do any flipping. Oh, that was way too much. Okay. It's a little tight. Perfect. Maybe. A little bit of a nesty, but nothing crazy. I want to try right side, because that's probably what I'm going to use the most, I assume. Some little knots in there. I might have got them out actually. Oof. Okay. All right. Well, I reckon she's ready to rock and roll, huh? Ready for actual experimentation. I got a good idea of what to do. So, yeah, there we go. That's all she wrote, my friends. I am going to put this stuff away, finish up cleaning my house, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with a good old fishing video. Peace.